What's going on, everyone? It's time for another action adventure creature feature film review. Today we're going to talk about Kong Island, also known as a.k.a. King of Kong Island. It was released September 24th, 1968, and it was directed by Roberto Mori, who did films like Sartana in the Valley of Death, The Porno Killers, Wanta Sabata, and Signature of the Vampires. So, Kong Island is a film about a group of military and people and explorers go to Kong Island where King Kong lived and starts exploring the island. But then they come across an evil scientist who's actually found an ancestor of Kong, where he's trying to develop a brain controlling mechanisms to put into the apes to have them make a big evil army of apes to undo his bidding. And still, the explorers end up hampering the plan and trying to take back the thing and give the apes their back to the way they were. Overall, this film has some pretty cool exploration in it and stuff like that. The cinematography is not the greatest in this. This is very old school, early color film, so it's very grainy and odd. The acting is pretty cheesy and not the best in this either. It's pretty hard to sit through sometimes, and you can definitely tell it's a lower budget movie and stuff. They do have Ed Harris in this, who does a good job, but still. And there is a lot of wandering around in this movie. I hope you're ready for a lot of cool old school jungle shots and stuff like that, which actually kind of benefits the film. It kind of makes it more fun as they're walking around talking. Most of this is dialogue heavy, and it's kind of pointless for the most part. There is some amusing action scenes in between and some good twists and turns in it. And overall, you don't see the gorilla stuff too much, like the big evil ape stuff too much. And then when you do, it looks cheesy as hell, but in a good way. It definitely has quite a bit of flaws, but it does have quite a bit of old school charm to it, which makes it more amusing and more unique to watch. It's something that you don't see every day, and overall I thought this film was very amusing and humbling, but in the end it is still not that great. But still, I thought it was worth a little bit of time in that it is very heavily padded though, and so get ready for a slow burn film with not much monster stuff in it, but more humanoid apes, sort of like Planet of the Apes, but very minimal. And overall, it's okay. It's not the greatest, but still, I thought it was amusing. So I'm going to give Kong Island, or also known as King of Kong Island, a 2 out of 5. It was amusing, but overall, most people probably wouldn't like this one. So if you want to check it out, I'm not sure where it's streaming or anything. You can probably find it right here on YouTube, but I'll link the trailer at least down below, or some clips or something down below, so you can see what I'm talking about down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at JP Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Eric. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video. Share it like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service and of any decade that you want to hear my opinions on in the future. Comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and all day probably never thought checking out together. And also so hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews of other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we're going to go back to a 1951 monster movie, which is more of a thriller, but we're gonna do Bride of the Gorilla in the next review, so make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those evil scientists trying to make gorillas more human-like and trying to overtake the world, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.